This week, the Mr. Excel Netcast is sponsored by Charts and Graphs, Microsoft Excel 2010 from Q. This is episode 1405, Set Up Data for Charting. Hey, well, welcome back to the Mr. Excel Netcast. I'm Bill Jelen. We're going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to do a four-part podcast. This is part one, the basics of Excel charting. Now, I got this data from someone from my hometown. They said, hey, I've never set up a chart in Excel before. Can you walk me through how to set up a chart? And I said, yeah, sure, send me the data. And so the data came in Microsoft Word. You know Word, that's that add-in for people who aren't comfortable in Excel. And I looked at the data and I said, okay, it seems to be that they're looking at the difference if someone scored well in the Power Excel class. How many people were there 1 year later versus not there. All right, so what I did is I said, well, we probably want to have look at it over time. So we're going to set up 2006, 2007, 2007, 2008, and 2008, 2009. So that kind of gives us a trend line that we're going to look at. And then what we're interested in is the percentage of people, like all employees, and then employees who got greater than or equal to a B. All right, now this is the first problem right here. That greater than or equal to sign is not on my keyboard. And Excel people know that that's greater than or equal to, but that's going to look really bad in the chart. So I need to get a real character in there. I'm going to go to Insert, Symbol. All right, and they always start with wingdings. That's really not what we want to do. We want to go back to the font that you're using. And boy, I didn't even bother to check to see what it was. The font that I'm using is Calibri, of course. What else would it be? Okay, so employees. This is where I want the greater than or equal to. Click the symbol. All right, and then we scroll down looking for some mathematical symbols. Now, I actually set this up the other day, so it's here in my recently used, but you're going to have to scroll down until you get into kind of the math symbols. There's just too many. Let's go through this little set here, and we'll do mathematical operators. Good, that narrows it down. So right there. You can click and then click Insert. I always just double click and then close. All right, greater than B in Power Excel. All right, so we have those two. Now, they actually have the percentages here for us, but I don't know why. I just don't trust those percentages. Let's do number of employees, number retained, and then this is greater than 80, or greater than B employees, and greater than B retained. All right, so over here, number of employees 2006, 2007, there were 493 employees, that's from right there, and 411 were retained. The 379, and then 337. Same thing, and I won't make you watch this. I'm just going to type the numbers from down here, 419. Okay, so everything's typed. Now, to build a little formula, type an equal sign, and we want to see that 411 divided by 463. Format that as a percentage back here on the Home tab. And they went with 0 decimal places. I'll go with 0 decimal places. The beautiful thing about this is we can copy this down and see the 83, the 79, 79. All right, so that's all looking good. And then the other formula is, notice I use a plus sign, works just as well, divided by C2. And once again, format that as a percentage and copy it down. Okay, so let's just take a little breath here and realize what's going on. Down the left-hand side of my chart range, first of all, this is going to be my chart range right here, everything in yellow. Down the left-hand side, I have the labels that I want to appear across the bottom of the chart are showing up down there at the bottom. Across the top, I have the two things I'm comparing. In other words, those are going to be the labels that appear in the legend. I have one series for each of those. Okay, so notice that you might have wanted to put the years over here, but I wanted to put the years next to the data. That just makes life easier. Yes, we could use the Control key to select non-contiguous ranges, but if you're new to charting, there's a good chance that selecting non-contiguous ranges is going to make your head spin. So I don't even want to say the word non-contiguous. I'm not going to say that because I'll scare you away. All right, so we have this data here. All right, now come back tomorrow, episode 1406. We'll take a look at creating that chart, but we won't be done then. All right, hey, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you next time for another Netcast. Mr. Excel.